In terms of the open space, the projects here today, we're really excited to be able to improve these parks. These are small parks that are in the neighborhood. They serve the residents of the community. They're not very visible necessarily, but small improvements can really make a big difference. And making sure that through meetings like this, that we can engage the public in a really meaningful and intentional way and get their input into the parks that they use.
My understanding is there's funding lined up for all of these with an identified budget to do a renovation for the playground and the ball field at Bemis,
Correct.
to renovate the playground area at Sullivan, and then Howe Park we've done a master plan, and the first phase of it is really going to be to redo the playground and address ADA accessibility and compliance from the entrances there.
I know the big part of the project later is the dog park. A lot of communities are really behind that, so they're really excited to come down and give some of the input on that, possibly some lighting, some other features that they want in the park. So I'm kind of excited for that second part of the project.
Timeline-wise, these are all going to finish up, those first phases I mentioned are all going to finish up design within the next few months. I mean, we'll be done by the end of winter at the latest, I would say, on design for those. The city hasn't quite identified the order that the three are going to go in yet. The soonest any of these is reasonably going to start would be late spring 2025 after the weather breaks. I would say they should all be wrapping up by spring of 2026 at the latest.
I think one of the big features is at the Bemis Park, the water feature, which is going to be,
adding
a splash pad there.
And in all the cases, we're saving all the existing trees that are in healthy condition and working around them.
I have been working on the redesign of the Sullivan playground. As part of the greater park, we are focusing in just the playground. We want to save as many of the existing trees as possible. There is a strong desire to maintain the 3-bay swing set that's out there, so we are proposing another one. There will be seating areas, some a little more communal, others off on their own. We are also providing a water bubbler with bottle filler, and there will be some light bollards to help guide people through the park at night, but it's not going to be bright enough that people will be inclined to use the park at night.
The design efforts on Howe Park so far have been for a master plan. We're not proposing any drastic changes to the program of the park. We're just sort of tweaking them slightly to make them work better, make maintenance easier for the city, and give, sort of a facelift to some of these elements that are older that really need to be replaced and improved.